Welcome to Toffee TV. It's the final word. Everton 3, Crystal Palace 1. Yes. Joined by Keith and David. Your favourite guests are here. They're back. To talk about a victory for once. Boom. Have you ever been in to talk about a victory? I can't remember.
I think we have. I think the first time we came in was
I've done a couple.
Victory. I'm not too sure.
We shouldn't have to ask that though, should we?
No.
That's the
it's
thing.
A rare commodity.
It's a good job you weren't here last week. I can't imagine.
Yeah. We did discuss it actually.
We were
talking about it, saying
because we were that
we were kind of glad it wasn't
last week was grim.
But this week showed maybe what last week we should have been doing, and the differences in almost the two Evertons, I think, which I think almost like Sam Allardyce has now distinguished the two Evertons, and it's almost washed his hands of one of them.
He has.
And he's very happy with one of them, but the other one doesn't really matter. It's not his real problem.
Not him.
That away team, not his, but not really his problem. But the own one.
It's the Fantastic Five, isn't it?
Yeah.
He keeps putting them in and bringing them out.
Yeah.
You know, and every time the Fantastic Five are in there,
we're all right.
We're all right, and when the Fantastic Five aren't in there, we're not all right.
But the team, Baz. That's the team, isn't it? Pretty much. That's the blueprint, like we keep talking about, of how you're going to set your team up. That's, for us, how we want to see it. Especially that three midfield.
Yeah, definitely.
Stops people running over you for the start.
Well, I think that the big difference for me is that obviously the legs in that midfield. You've got Tom Davies in there who's brilliant. And I know he hasn't had the greatest of seasons, but like we said many times before, people have got to look past how much he gives the ball away, because he wants the ball. He's a player that wants the ball.
And everybody else goes missing when it comes to doing the job, what you're saying about getting through the middle of people. Everyone else passes it sideways.
People have a go with Wayne Rooney, giving the ball away, but why did you give the ball away? Because he has the ball more than anybody else. So it's gonna, he's gonna give. I think Saturday was 85% pass completion. He had the ball more than anybody. He gave a masterclass on Saturday, Rooney, of how to play the game.
I said to you, how many balls have been played into the corners today? I said that to you after about 20 minutes, and said we've had more balls played. We've had no one running into the corners all year, so you wouldn't play the fucking ball there. See like that? Right. And so Seamus is back now, and we've got a little bit of width with Theo on the other side too when he swapped over. And so they were indeed getting into the corner.
I think for me, and this is not a thing on Cuco Martina, because he thought he got better and better at the weekend. But I think when Baines is back as well, because of that left foot, I think you'll see us even more offensive down both sides. Martinez showed that when he was willing to run on, he caused them an issue.
The other thing this season is we've been that chronic in defence, and the hole in the back wall has been that big. No one's been wanting to commit from the defence. No one's been wanting to run that extra 10 yards and they'll go 2/3 of the way, so they can throw across over and still get back to the halfway line if someone runs at them, but they won't go the extra 10 yards where we've just been saying Wayne Rooney was dropping the ball into.
I mean, it's been obvious why. I mean, we've not really had anyone that can carry the ball up the pitch. Having Seamus back has been a revelation.
Jesus,
he can pick the ball up and carry it 2/3 up the pitch and actually do something with it. We haven't had that for a while.
That's where we've missed
that whole Rooney thing, that Rooney probing ball, or that ball to trying to hit targets, has got a whole new meaning with Seamus and
also what you said first about the setup, the midfield thing, what it's done actually, the most, in my personal opinion, the person who it's helped the most, the whole system, is Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson's freed up, and now Sigurdsson is not either covering a fullback with no pace. He hasn't got no pace, and he's having to get hold of everybody, and he gets booked every week because he has to get hold of everybody because he keeps running away from him. No, now he gets to concentrate on getting his head up, looking towards the goal, shooting or passing to someone. That's all I want from him.
There just seems to be a better balance, doesn't it, about the whole team?
But it fits. It's no longer square pegs and round holes. It's not the best round pegs and round holes, but at least it's round pegs and round holes.
It's a blueprint, isn't it, of how you want to play. It actually gives you some idea of how you want to play the game,
that in turn transmits back to the defence, who's been our problem all year, and people aren't sitting on top of them all the time, so they in turn get a little more confidence, hold a line, they can step out, they can step back. It's incremental, one leads to the other thing, in my opinion.
And as you mentioned there, you've got Rooney in front of them who can take the ball off them and help them out there, but another slow start though, wasn't it? It was a first 20 minutes, I mean, even the first half, I still think we allowed the opposition to come to our ground. Leicester did it and have too much of the ball.
Barely took the piss with it. Also though, talking about that specific side, us and Crystal Palace have had about 4 or 5 years now where most of the games are tight.
Yeah.
We have chances, they have chances, we have chances, they have chances, and they beat us and we beat them. There's been a few draws. Basically, that tells you we're kind of up and down with them, and that was another typical game. I thought that Van Arnold's had a good game. I thought the centre forward next to Benteke, he was half decent too, and the kid.
I think this as well. Someone doesn't think he had a good game.
Footballer that.
No.
If we've got someone like that, I'd stop going to match. If
So
we
then-
bought that Brett Angel,
So then, don't ever say to me then that Duncan Ferguson is an icon of Everton.
I thought he was
That's
I thought he was effective.
I did.
I thought he was effective, Dave. There you go.
Give me love, man.
No,
Give me love.
Jordy's out.
But I thought he was effective, though.
Oh, I'm not saying
Everyone
it's
around
aesthetically
me was
pleasing.
just pissing at
Well, that's because you sit in the.
My ass.
I sit with
We
people
had
who know
two
the
centre
game.
halves.
Be
We
it
had two
himself.
centre halves right up his ass, and Benteke was
What
next
did
to
he
him.
do? He was shite.
That's why.
The lad touched the ball 3 times in the game.
Anyway, that's their team. Talk about our team.
The first time he beat them at home, well, first time he beat them at home for 23 years, for 13 years, by the way, which is ridiculous.
Said this to you the other day.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Ever since I've known Mr. Chairman, I said to them walking up the
We
ground.
went away.
I can't remember beating them. I mean, apart from
Yeah,
Seamus.
we beat them down there.
Yeah.
No, well, we beat them. We were there when we
You
beat
know-
them
Oh
down
no,
there and all
before
that.
him, I mean, that was,
Lukaku, a couple of minutes.
Oh,
a
yeah,
couple of
true,
years.
yeah,
We
yeah.
haven't lost to them down there, but
Yeah.
at Goodison we never.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you've got to sort of take our mind back to before Christmas, you know, and to like the early part of the season, you know. We've just had a 3-1 win at home, you know, against a team that would be notoriously difficult for us to play against at home for the last 3 or 4, you know, seasons. So I mean, I walked away. I was happy. There's things that went right and sort of went wrong. But you've got to take them points right now. We need them, you know.
Well, again, going back to we were saying earlier about the 2 different things and the 2 different sides. This is symptomatic. When we play the teams below us or around us, there's no difference. Is there? We're not struggling. We've played West Brom, Leicester, and now Palace. Okay, West Brom probably should have beat us. But out of those 3 games, you know, we've won 2. Played good football, created chances, yeah. But when we go away, we're just, it's almost like we're sacrificing the game. I mean,
you
let's
could
be
say
honest.
Leicester and West Brom, they're not in the top 5, they're not here 5 of this season because there's been some corkers this season. But them 2 are both up there. Brighton would be another one. Southampton's in the top 3, in my opinion. But Leicester, West Brom, we escaped that West Brom.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When we played them at home,
But at home, we did.
and when we
sort of
try and
look
win,
more
when we
effective.
actually try to win the game,
we looked at like
so that's
we
a
had
big
an answer when they.
But that's a big problem, isn't it? That's a big problem. That whoever it is, whether it's Allardyce or Koeman before him, that we're almost giving the game to teams straight away by being so negative. For me, I want to see this team now play every week. There'll be different variations. There might be a different centre back. There might be. But I want to see that.
I honestly think he went to Tottenham. You know, Arsenal should I say? Sorry, I honestly think he went to Arsenal and Tottenham and thinks, you know, we can't beat these.
Yeah.
So we're just going to set up to defend.
And that's what happened.
And we got embarrassed.
Oh, but it happened at Tottenham.
I think that's what he's gone to do because he's already gone with the mentality. Like with what I got right now, we can't beat these on their ground. So I'm looking at these amount of games that we're going to get the points for that are going to keep us safe. These ones we're just going to go and try and scrap out. Either, you know, get them on the break and scrap out some kind of, lucky win, or just get a draw on it. And when he tried to do that, we've been embarrassed. You know what I mean?
I think you're saying that like the balance is right and all that with this team. The slow start for me is I don't understand it at home because for me we are by far the best side outside the top 6. Even I said it in November when we were terrible, we'd finish 8th, top 8. I had no qualms because what happens is if Everton work hard,
you did say it.
If Everton work hard, our ability will beat the rest of those teams. We proved it in the last 2 games. Leicester come to us, having conceded 1 goal. It should have been 5-0 before Vardy even got the pen.
Mahrez, you wouldn't have wanted to face.
No, of course you
wouldn't. And the same with Salah on Saturday.
But then again, how many games have we played where we've had no players?
I agree, but wouldn't you say then? The biggest condemnatory factor we've had this season is, honestly, I've seen worse teams than this. If you're looking at it, I'm not talking about shape or midfielders.
Yeah.
I've seen 10, 15 worse teams on paper than this. However, I can't remember a side looking less coached. And we've had 3 managers just this season, since August. And I've never seen an Everton side. What you just said and what you just said is basically in microcosm. because we all of a sudden, we're halfway through February, and we're turning around like Einstein or the other fella, Archimedes, going, Eureka, we found a solution. No, fire everybody tomorrow who thinks like that. Fire everybody, because it's on the hoof. Nobody's sat down. We haven't had a clue. You said blueprint before. You said about shape and setting up. All of those things are the things what's been absent. So then you have to look round. This fella here is a clueless cunt, in my opinion. I don't think he's anything like an Everton manager, but that's not the point again. We would never have chose him. We'd have chose Barbara, my dearest mother, before him. If you'd have had a pole in the ground before the first game of the season, I'd choose me tomorrow. But that's a different story. My point being, we've just looked. They've looked like they met each other in the tunnel coming out, and that's been against Brighton. That's been against Leicester. I'm not talking Man City, Man United, and Chelsea. No. I'm talking about this. We went to Tottenham and Arsenal, like he said, the opposite of your own mentality. You know, like that, the setting up thing. We went there. I think off the top of my head, I was at both games. Off the top of my head, we conceded on the half hour at Tottenham. At that point, he fucking down-tooled. Before that, Tosin had made a few runs out wide. Rooney had tried to get him. We had a header or a goal disallowed. Kind of up. They were better than us, but we had a little goal. As soon as they scored a goal, it was over. At Arsenal, we were 3-0 down in, what was it, 18 minutes, 19 minutes or something. He didn't even wait for the half an hour. We may as well have got back on the fucking bus and read the paper, because that's how much we were getting out of that game. So unless we address those points, it doesn't matter who's going to be the fucking manager.
Isn't
I'm in agreement with that.
Isn't Rooney then the key to all this in terms of where he plays? Because when he plays in front of the back four, we play well, and that allows other people to play well. And shouldn't that have? This is what makes me mad about Allardyce. The day he come in, why would I play him anywhere else?
He just talking about, we were talking off camera before about his crazy motherfucking quotes. I'm sure he's having a little jube outside there in Finch Farm, because isn't this the fella who told us not a month ago that Rooney and Sigurdsson
But that's what I'm saying. So
what the fuck is that?
Koeman suffered, I think, from not having a clue where to play anyone. And again, Rooney was the big problem in that. And then Andre suffered because he didn't know where to play him, and then he just went, well, I'll just drop him himself.
See, Rooney, Wayne brings with him gravitas, because he's been England captain, he's the record on goals, he's Man United. He brings fucking gravitas. He's won shit. He's the only fucking motherfucker there who has. So basically, he brings gravitas. However, I disagree with your original point that he's the crux of it. I'd say going forward the next 18 months, and I wasn't his biggest fan, I've got to say. Ian Curtis told me he was coming 6 weeks before he arrived, but Sigurdsson will be the kid.
Well, no, I say that. I say that I've been saying that since he signed. But what I mean is, though,
take the pressure off Rooney.
Yeah,
and that's allowed Rooney to then, if those opposition are allowed to sit two men on Wayne, he's got no pace anymore. So what you do is you get the first one on his touch, and the second one blocks where he's trying to go with the ball, and you just cut him out the game. If you've got somebody else to concentrate on, Wayne gets a little bit of space to drop back and
it's like the way I'm looking at it, though, it's like people are crying about no Barry. Well, for me, he's the replacement of Barry. But look at Man United.
Not a good tackler, but he's not.
Well, no, he doesn't have to tackle, though, does he? But look at United. United function better when what's his name's playing in midfield. Carrick's playing in midfield.
No, it's a fair comment.
So what I'm saying is, though, Rooney gives you that. He almost, by playing in that position, it means you don't have to play him in places where he can't play anymore.
I agree with
but
that.
He's got a footballing brain, hasn't he? You know what I mean?
He look better.
He can see a pass. He can see the game developing. 3-4 moves ahead. So that's why he's excelling in that position. From my point of view. But there are bigger issues really in terms of, for me, and we mentioned it the last time we sorted in relation to the team. I mean, I think we've got in the last three seasons we've had 22 players in or something, and 22 players out and 18 players in, and it's almost starting to feel like we get a new player in, like we're talking about Tosin, like sort of Tosin, and he's not getting played. And I can understand why he mightn't be playing him, as we discussed before. But I just don't want it to turn into with, you know, like even a sort of a fan thing where we're buying new players, they're not good, bang, you ship them out.
Yeah.
Because then there's no team spirit, there's no culture, there's no blueprint.
But we haven't fucking seen if they can play.
It's almost starting to feel like we're just getting the shit and throwing it on the wall and seeing what sticks.
What sticks. Like.
But it looks like it is sticking, isn't it?
I think there is an element. I know what Ped's saying about Rooney, because I've said that he's the key to our work, Wayne Rooney, because you've got Sigurdsson, who's great, he's getting better and better, and you're right, as we move forward, he'll take that mantle, but Everton without Wayne Rooney just simply aren't the same side. Don't get me wrong, the top six away from home with legs, it's difficult for him to do it in there, but the rest of them, he's too good for anyone else, too good for us at times. But what'll make Wayne even better is Theo Walcott, because now you've got someone who's fast, who's clever, who bends his run. Rooney put one ball through to him on Saturday that it wasn't even on over the top, and we got in, and he got in on the back and he got blocked. But
by the way, it's bringing it out the sky on the run thing. I'm liking the fuck out of that too.
That, because of the makeup of that midfield, because Tom Davies is prepared to commit and Gilfie can come in, Wayne can't be man-marked. There's no point.
Also, Seamus, what you can do, you see, is now you can throw Walcott on the other side, even with Martina there. Seamus is still going to fucking burst on anyway. So that ball's open on that side, this fella goes that side, and now the centre forward's getting a bit of joy because there's holes around the centre halves now, because they're not tightening up behind you. It all fucking works.
My only issue with it is, and this is why I had to put the slow start, is that we'll move through the lines quite nicely, it'll go, but once we get to that final third, it stops, we stand, and then we walk, and it's go, and you go and cut through. Have a go. Now we done it Saturday. Sigurdsson went to shoot, dropped the shoulder, whipped it wide. Garner pulled the one off the corner, double touch, bang, and their keeper's made an absolute worldie, to be fair.
Well,
but that's when we've gone through the middle. Too often for me, if you're playing against, they come for a point, which is fair play to them, no issue with that whatsoever. But what happens is when teams come for a point like that and stick 10 men behind a ball, and they had 10 men in our half at all times, in their own half rather at all times, we've got to move the ball quicker. Because if you're walking and I'm marking him and he's not moving, my job's dead easy. Dead easy. So you've got to, that's why Walcott's runs are important.
Well, we played the with the greatest respect to Don McCalvert-Lewin, who I have all day, by the way, and Niassi. We've had a season where we haven't had a recognised centre forward. If that was Lukaku, for example, Lukaku would have been standing in November, throwing his arms up, pointing to the crowd, saying, "Fucking give me it there, give me it there now. I'm running, give me it there." And we've been too nice. Our whole forward line has been too fucking nice this season. So what? That's what it is. So they get to the point now, and there's no battering them. So every time they just sit off their defence. It's like playing poker. It's your move, not mine now. So they just wait, stand there and wait and say, "Go on then. Are you going to go round the back? Because there's three of us here to beat him with the cross. Or are you going to try and come through, play 1-2s and see what we can do? Because we're fucking tight and we're going to block it off." And we've had no thing. So that's added to our previous problems of having no legs, no right side whatsoever, because Balassi was out and Seamus was out. Leighton Baines then goes out, so we've got no fucking left side, and we can't run through the middle. And there's not a centre forward at the top of it. Am I going fucking mental here or what? You don't think that problem?
No, you're right. You're right, and I think Walcott's the one who's actually brought it all together, hasn't he? What he's given us, we said this when he signed. How many times have you seen this season or even last season an Everton player who's prepared to run past the defenders? Balassi wants everything to feet, and then he wants to take everyone on, and then wonders why. Delafeu was the same. Everyone last week came on the kick shot at Delafeu. Delafeu not once run onto anything. He wanted everything at his feet. Walcott will just go, put it over there.
I'm faster than me. 100 metre sprints.
And Rooney's just like, this is me all day. Rooney doesn't have to move out of,
he could do it.
He can sit in a square box.
From exactly. Just stand there, just fighting it down the fucking thing.
It's like Andrea Pirlo. Got to 31, 32 and just went back.
And take him to Monaco.
He just get it, turn. And that's what we're saying about Rooney's got that ability to pass. So if you let the other midfielders go and do that, the nasty bits, he can just get the ball and go, "Theo, where are you, kid?"
But this is why I like Tom Davies in there instead of Snyder or anyone else, because what Tom Davies will do is he'll come in and he's brave enough to go, give me the ball and I'll turn. Where Snyder goes, give me the ball and I'll go back. I'll go back. But that's what's great about Tom, and that's what people don't seem to like about Tom Davies, because he'll turn and he might turn into danger, but then he doesn't go hiding, does he?
No, I'd rather him do that. Someone needs to do it.
Davis is what? He's 19. He's of age. He's a baby. At the end of the day, and if he's played 50 odd games in the Premier League,
I don't think it's that many.
It's not that many.
Is it sure?
Yeah.
It might be. I thought
he's been playing for just over a year.
He's played 50 games. He's played 50 games in the first team. Yeah, with European games.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But he's brave, isn't he? He's had a terrible, not a terrible season, but he's had that second season syndrome.
But he's had I wouldn't say terrible. I'd say he's not had a great season.
Up to the standards of the previous one.
Yeah, but the rest of the team has a good season either.
That's
why he's not on his own, is he?
No,
so you can't just say down and go that you're shit.
No.
But when he's in there with Rooney. And Ghana, that midfield six and clicks a lot better.
It's a different side.
It works better.
He plays well Ghana game.
They're both chasing down the ball.
Game.
But what's good about them is, I know when people say, well, we need a new this and we need a new that. When you've got structure, it actually shows what you need. You need structure before.
Then you can see what you need.
Because there's no point just going, well, we need new players, right? Buy him, but where do they all fit together? Which is what we've had this season.
Martinez, the end at Sunderland. I was at Sunderland. I fucked over half time. I'm not going to lie to you. I got off at 3 half time. Anyway, the point was, I walked out of that ground at half time downstairs. Everyone's just having a bevy, not even giving a fuck if they scored another 13 tonight. The actual thing that I heard the most,
put Newcastle down, so it was alright.
Get rid of the whole defence.
Yeah.
In that defence was Seamus Coleman, Leighton Baines, John Stones and Phil Jagielka. We've kept 3 of them and sold the other fucking one for £70 million. So what you're going back to again is a plan, is a confidence thing. They bailed on Martinez. That's another
we know that.
issue altogether. That's another issue altogether. However, the lack of a coherent blueprint, a structure, something what you can follow through when times get hard and you say, no, this is what we believe in, this is where we're going back to, and get back to fucking basics. That's been the biggest problem. The absence of that has been like a fucking hole inside.
It's like anything else, isn't it? When it was 4-4-2 and it was basic, when your left back was finished, you just went, you need a new left back. When your centre midfielder was finished, you went, you need a new centre forward. You know, you just replaced, or you got one that was better. Now, beforehand, you were going, hang on, what are we playing here? We played 5 at the back. So what do we need? Do we need a new this? Do we need? Now you go, if you stuck with this now, and then Rooney's legs went next season, you go, we need a new Rooney type player. We need someone else.
If the could have brought the gaffer's a friend of ours, the gaffer could have sat here now. Or last summer, he'd be saying, you haven't got a centre forward. You've got no right side. If you lose Baines, you've got no fucking left side, and your midfield can't run, and you don't know which of the centre halves are playing. Along with the fullbacks, you don't know who's playing. So basically, you've got a goalkeeper, and that's all you fucking got to go forward.
It's like now, if say, when the beginning of the season when we had Gylfi Sigurdsson, Rooney, Klassen, and they were all trying to be number 10s. See, now I'd say, well, if Rooney's not fit or he needs a rest, I'd put Klassen in there. Klassen would be perfect for that position.
That Dutch position.
And then, but Sigurdsson's not playing in that position. He's playing up the pitch, so that's fine. They can actually all fit together, but it's mad that the fella who bought them didn't know how they all fitted together.
No, did he transmit it through the club enough for the fella who came in from the fucking Finch Farm to take over? So you'd think, there's the culture, I'll just keep it going. No, he didn't get it neither. So that tells me it was nowhere to be found.
Nobody knew what was going on.
That again, sack the fucking lot of them tomorrow morning. Seriously.
I've got to, you know, I'm just sort of thinking here, there's definitely a point there, because I've seen the same mistakes. When you were talking about the defence before, I was like, get rid of that defence, and we still got 3 of them. I've seen the same shit happen with under 4 managers, and you have yourselves, where, you know, things ain't going so well, all teams, so it doesn't try, or there is no particular effort. If you've got a player that's leaving Everton going to Man City, like Stones, he knows the culture and the system that he's going into, and knows what his role is going to be. If you're a player coming to Everton right now, I mean, what's the football philosophy? So also as well, it sort of tells me when things are going road, going wrong. Them players are hiding. I've seen it loads of times.
Well, they do it everywhere.
I've seen it for 4
Leicester City
seasons.
did it.
We
Like
done
4
it.
seasons.
That was terrible. But they
So we
fucking
can't always blame the manager.
No,
really.
no.
Purely and simply because I don't think it mattered if it was Allardyce, Cuban.
I agree. I agree.
When it's the chips are down, this lot are just.
I agree with
I've
that.
seen them just
but
do
I
the
agree
same
with
thing.
what Ped said then. It's endemic in the league.
Oh,
It is,
it's
yeah,
everywhere.
you just
Said it.
yeah,
Chelsea
everywhere.
does it.
Chelsea.
Yeah,
That was
Chelsea
yeah.
did Chelsea did
Chelsea
every
and
year.
Leicester. Chelsea
They're doing it now.
every other fucking
They're doing it now.
That's a belter.
But also, Chelsea,
Don't choke on your fucking mints whatever you do. I don't want to death on camera.
Yeah.
Also,
You want a mint, by the
just
way?
something else that's bugging me. It's
Go
been
on,
bugging
get
me.
it out.
It's fucking been bugging me.
Go on.
While we have a mint, you get that out.
Don't start on Lookman, mate.
about Adamola.
Can you imagine?
Please tell me.
No.
I'll try. I might try.
Imagine all the Lookman and going into
What
the
the fuck?
Man United and saying, I want it. After the manager saying, you're going nowhere.
Yeah.
Going in saying, no, I'm going on loan. And the manager's going, no, you're going nowhere. You just saw Lennon.
And if you're not, you're going to Derby County.
And then the next thing,
Go
the manager turns round and he's gone on fucking loan. And it's like,
No.
you wouldn't do that at any
No.
at certain other clubs. I just can't
Consider
imagine
where we were
that would
at
happen
the time.
Man U.
That
I
was
can't imagine that would
crazy.
Also
I hate to
keep-
say it, that would happen at Liverpool.
Also
Can't
keep
imagine
right
that would happen.
without making
So there's something wrong.
without making a big thing. Right. People on short-term contracts making long-term decisions.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Right there.
There you go.
That there. What he just fucking said there.
Do me Ashley Williams.
Honestly, I could do a channel on that. My own channel on that.
That there.
How
What
can
he
people on
just said.
short-term contracts make long-term decisions?
Hallelujah, brother.
It doesn't-
Hallelujah.
Doesn't transpire, does it?
The club turned round and Allardyce turned round and said, you're not going nowhere, we need you. And you basically, you're going to do what we said he's to do. And then if you're no, I'm off on a loan.
No, but what you do say, circumstances are one thing. The house being on fire is another fucking thing. But you don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Exactly.
Somebody
I would've
in the
put fire.
executive of that club needs to go to him and say, see these diamonds? These kids who just won the fucking World Cup here for us? See these here? They're our jewels. That's what we're going to build around in 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You do not fuck with that. You can do whatever you like with the Jagielkas of this world and and all your fucking midfield. Do whatever you like, but these kids here, they're ring fenced because they'll be here after you. So not to be shit. Vlasic is another one.
What I would
He's
say,
fucking
what I would say on that
sleeping
case though, which is weird, right, is that Dominic Calvert-Lewin, John Joe,
Tommy Davis.
they have all been ring fenced, but for some reason, Lookman hasn't. It's like
I can tell you why.
because he's not from here and he wants probably going to. Well, that's what it's
Well,
like.
what
though,
is it
isn't
then? Go on.
Lookman hasn't been ring fence because he doesn't run up his own arse. He won't work hard. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, you can play him right back and he'll run all day for you, run in the stand and come back and go and get the milk. John Joe Kenny does the fucking same.
Yeah.
And Tom Davis will. Adamola Lookman is a luxury player, right? And luxury players, whether you like it or not, are pushed out. Whether you like, he's not. Is he sat?
No.
Yeah. If Marco Silva would have come in and sat down, right?
I'd say your point.
I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just telling you why it's happened.
Yeah.
If Marco Silva would have come in, Paulo Fonseca, Jurgen fucking Klopp,
Yeah.
Pochettino,
Yeah.
they'd have all gone to Lookman,
Yeah.
and he'd have gone, you're fucking
No, that's a
boss,
fair
you're
comment,
playing.
actually. That's
right?
a fair comment.
But
It wouldn't be
stay
me, though.
pie and chips, man.
But I don't necessarily
Well,
blame
doesn't
him.
want that.
No, I don't necessarily
Doesn't
blame
want
because I think that's been that almost feeling's been there since the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
It's almost like
Yeah.
we didn't buy. We bought him. He doesn't.
Well, I'll
I
take what
think
you're
you-
saying, but Liverpool, when we went to Liverpool in the cup,
Yeah.
we were fucking chronic. Us, we didn't have a jar of glue. He comes on, that kid, within 5 minutes, shows us how to run past people, past the fucking feet. We turns around, we got an on-running thing. It's a first time right into the bottom corner. I'd turn around to a lot of them and say, QED, motherfucker, like that. So you know nothing.
You get
There's
fined
the
for
evidence.
that,
and
There's
also
the evidence in front of
the
you.
thing about it is though, I checked. I think he played Friday night and he played another 12 minutes for them.
No, you can't. You didn't Friday. Come on, the 90th minute.
All right,
Did he?
whatever then.
Three.
He played
So
less
he
than
didn't
do that.
All right, you played 3 minutes, whatever.
You should
I
walk
did.
them, Baz, yeah.
I'm just following
But
everything.
there you go. So
Yeah.
it's like he's not getting. Then we'll see how he gets on.
Sandro did. Sandro come on and set a goal up in
There you go.
9 minutes the other night.
So,
There you go.
but that's all he's had.
Penalty and a goal.
You got Lookman on the bench and you're saying, well, 10 minutes to go. You
and
take
actually,
Sigurdsson off and
to
you bring
give
him
that
on.
option away is
You've
just
got,
fucking
you've got an
ridiculous.
option, haven't you?
Yeah, to give it away.
He should listen.
But I think
He
the point
should
is,
never have been going out on loan.
I-
Balassi, I like Balassi. But he probably should have been going on loan to get his fitness.
But I think my point is as well, though, in terms of what we in the context of what we've been talking about, in talking about having a blueprint and having all of these sorts of things, is like, you know, do their agents, or, you know, because it's obviously the agent that's driving it. You know, they can't. Is it like Everton's a soft touch? They can't really have much respect for the club, because you're saying no notice. I know what the manager's saying, know what the club is saying, but I'm going to go in and I'm going to fucking tell them how it is. You know, I can imagine Mourinho, you say now you're sitting on the bench for the next.
And I think what happened with Lookman, just before we get back to the Palace game, is that Everton said to him, "You're going on loan." He's gone to the manager, and the manager said, "I'm not going to give you any game time. I can't. We're in trouble, and for me, you're still at this. You need to learn the game, blah blah blah. You've got 2 deals on the board. I want you to take this one." And Lookman's gone, "Well, I want to go to I've played in the Championship, thanks. I want to go and play for the team that's chasing the league and the Champions League, so I'll go there, thanks." And Everton have gone, "Yeah, but we want you to go there." And he's gone, "Well, are you going to play me?" "No, well, this is where I want to go." And they've probably gone, "Right, okay, then I don't think you should." But, and Everton have probably, like, I don't know, maybe Walsh, or I don't know, it might not have had that, but might have gone, "Well, he's going to go on loan, so let him choose." Because it's down to the point.
Loan, personally.
No, well,
you're right. I see your logic. There's a logic behind it. I get that. But what I'm saying is, in a season with so many fucking, we've shot ourselves in the foot that many times to have lost all the digits on both of them. That's how many times we've shot our fucking selves in the foot, and yet we get to January in this season of setting ourselves on fire and decide that that's another good idea. It just bewilders me. I'll give you another one. The other fella, Tosin. Irrespective of your feelings about Tosin, the fella who told us that Rooney couldn't play with Sigurdsson, then played Rooney with Sigurdsson, this fella told us that Tosin was the best centre forward for the money in Europe. Then 2 weeks later, I'm in a taxi coming up here tonight, and he tells me on the radio that he doesn't fancy him playing in this fucking league, and it's too cold for him here. So I'll give you another one. This is now going like that to me, not like that. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't ring right to me. Again, no one seems to know what the fuck they're doing. It's like, honestly, seriously, it is the lunatic asylum. So while the Crystal Palace game is throwing up sparks, it's only illustrative of the greater problem at the top.
Well, there's also what's coming out of the club, like you just said. Who's controlling the narrative? Like, managers will do what they want and then say something different. But he just seems to be saying everything he's doing, like without the filter of going, hang on, do I have to temper this with, like, everything should be, this is getting done for this reason, and it's a positive reason, and as a fan you go, I don't believe that, but that's what he's saying, and it's positive. Because some people will believe it, but to say, actually, I know that looks shit, it is shit because he's shit, that to me just strikes as, what the fuck, like you just said, what's going on?
Not just that,
what's going on?
By the time Allardyce got here, we're on manager 3. The fucking season's only 4 months old, and we're on manager 3. So at this point, if it'd still been Koeman, I'd have gone with exactly what you've just said then. But no, manager 3 by December the 1st or the 2nd or the 3rd, it was something like that. Early fucking November it was, something like that, right? So what we are there. So at that point, somebody else from above comes to him and gets him and whispers in his ear and says, "Listen, I get what you normally this would just be carte blanche, you'd have a blueprint, you go and do your shit. This season, no, because you haven't been here and witnessed what we've done already." So to get to that point where we were hanging on, we went to the red shite. When did we go? The 4th of January, 5th of January in the cup game? Hanging on to see if Tosin was going to sign. We were going to celebrate like the 220 million we signed last year. Hey! Didn't even look who we bought in the summer. Didn't even fucking care who it was. We were just spending money, motherfucker. And that's what we done. Now he tells us a month later that this fella's no good. So you don't think that someone on a big ass contract should have whispered, "Tell you what, don't fucking mention it," even if you think it. Don't mention it, because see these fellas with the cameras all pointing at you, that's going to go out to millions of people, and it's really not a good
also the person who should have told him that is the person who's most likely to lose his job, because he's saying that.
See, also on Walsh, I'd like to say this just for a second. Again, I'm not saying he hasn't been condemned and he's not guilty as charged. What I'm saying is, before he arrived in the middle of the summer. And then we spent the money 3 weeks later. They had a plan. Barkley knew we were spending money, and so did Lukaku when they knocked them fucking contracts back in December. So somebody somewhere had a piece of paper before either. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yeah. So basically, this should have all been sorted before Walsh or Allardyce had anything fucking to do with it.
Well, it goes
and
back,
that's the issue.
It goes back to having a blueprint everywhere.
But this
pitch, club, everything.
I think they had a blueprint, sort of, but it got ripped up when Koeman didn't know his arse himself.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah. I never thought he had a fucking blueprint.
That's been the issue. That's been the problem. I think in the mind he had like, we're going to go down this path.
No, but us here, we all watched his whole tenure. Well, 10 seconds it'll take. We all watched his whole tenure. What was his? Was he 4-4-2? Did he have wingers? Was he long ball? What did he do?
4-5-1.
It was give it to Lukaku.
So it wasn't anything really. It was
Lukaku. We said that straight away. Even when we won 9 out of 10 home games, and it was great. We were scoring 4s. There was no. It wasn't death by 1,000 cuts like it was under Martinez, where you go. So it's all passive. Really, then,
bing.
So goal, then, bing, goal.
In a scientific.
But Ross was a big part of that.
Yeah, he was. But using the scientific logic to it, so you'd say then it's cause and effect. So if that was in the good times, which as far as Koeman was concerned, they were the fucking the honeymoon period, the first season. So even in the good times, we didn't seem to have a proven methodology. So then you take it to the bad times, and that's when the house goes on fire. Because the players are looking now and go, do you want me here? Do you want me
We done a
there?
video last December after Watford beat us 3-2. December 16.
Christ, that was hard work, that fucking
We were terrible. We won one game in 10, we were terrible.
I walked in the boozer after 55 minutes and Barry Murray had already been sitting there for half an hour. Just had another 25 Evertonians in the boot.
Well, we were sat there after that game going, right, that's got to be a watershed, because that was terrible.
It was.
But he's only been here a few months and all that. And then luckily we beat Arsenal on
That's right.
We got the reaction and we started winning games.
That's right.
But we were saying, even at that Watford game, what's his plan? What's the way we're supposed to be playing? Because there was nothing. It was
so
just a bit.
This was pre.
But this is
pre
still
Steve
now.
Walsh. No, but what my point was.
No, Steve. What? No, it wasn't. Steve Walsh came the summer of Koeman, but he didn't come till the August.
That's right. That's right.
So
what I'm saying
the window had gone for that first one.
So you already. No, my point is that your managers come and go. Like what you said, you get carte blanche until you don't, and then you fuck it off. So somebody is watching what you're doing and saying, see that, I don't think that's good enough. But I think that person, whoever that person was, who signed off on this, they've got to go, because if we're looking to make any strides,
I think
that's the biggest fuck up of this whole season.
Well, not unfortunately, but I think that person you're talking about is Farhad Moshiri.
Well then,
let's be honest.
Well then, let's say this then. The sooner Usmanov gets here and takes the fucking reins out of him just holding the baby, this fella here, we need that to happen really soon, honestly.
I think Moshiri's learning on the job.
He's a dodgem, in that case then, he's a dodgem driver when we need a Formula 1 fucking racing driver. He just go down in circles, banging into
I think at the end of
all day long.
It is what it is at the moment. It needs ripping up and starting again. That's how it looks. But we need... I suppose we do need to settle down a bit as well.
Anyway, the second half. Anyway,
the game's what I'm saying. I mean, it's at the moment. It's about winning football matches. That's all. Everything you've said is spot on. But it's like these people on Twitter. It's like, have you sacked Allardyce yet? Get him out now. When we win one more game, sack him. They're not gonna sack him. He's not going nowhere. It's debatable whether he's going anywhere in the summer. But at the moment, he's not going anywhere. So just turn that in, because it's not going to make no difference at the moment. Let's win games. Second half.
If we win another three or 4 games, it'll be. And then from club's perspective, he's saved us from relegation.
No, it'll never be that.
But
it'll be from us. It'll be from
us. From him.
Oh, he'll do it. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. We're not from us.
Anyway, Saturday we lost 2 defenders and came out for the second half and stepped it up, because it had to be. It'd gone the first half, like we said. Even though I thought we were totally in control, they had a little bit of a threat on the break. Second half,
I thought big lad up front.
They've had
Benteke,
they've had but in fairness to them, they've had decent results against decent fucking teams.
They'd only lost to Arsenal.
They've had good results.
Twice to Arsenal. They were the only times they'd lost.
Actually, the performance to me, just off the top of my head now, I thought Martina had one of the 2 best games he's ever played for Everton. I thought Garner Gay might have had his best game of the season for Everton. I thought Niasse, again, starts, he scores. What the fuck else do you want? Seamus Coleman's back. Walcott's back. The positives far outweigh the negatives.
God.
However, that doesn't mean to say that the negatives aren't there. And what we were talking about, Wayne and Sigurdsson, this home and away thing is great for bailing water from a sinking ship. But once you fucking walk and you block the hole and you need something else to sail the fuck away and not still be here tomorrow.
We play Watford in, 2 weeks, just less than 2 weeks. If we go there and Schneiderlin's back, listen, Garner might be out, so I don't know, but if we go there and that away team plays at that game, that's when I'm going to be, I'll be knocking on his door, going, hang on a sec, I can understand you shitting the bed at Arsenal, playing 19 at the back, although Aldi didn't know what Arsenal were going to do and he'd never done anything different in 20 years. But we go to Watford and go at them. Okay, they are a threat because they're fast on the break, but we can beat Watford.
Absolutely.
But if we go there and sit back and go, let's see what these have got, we'll be 3-0 down.
Not just that, I've been playing away games off the top of my head. There's Stoke, Burnley, West Ham, Swansea and Watford. That's what's left. So there's no big wolfgang standing behind the door. No. So once you get to them points, what Peter just mathematically worked out for me before the start of the show, the perfect algorithm to get out of relegation. Once we've got there, once we've got there, that would have been Adelmo Luckman time for me. That would have been Vlasic's time for Davy Klassen. And let's go away from home and give it a time.
Let me ask you about Vlasic. Vlasic starts, and then for 3 weeks isn't in the 18, and then starts, and then for 3 weeks isn't in the...
I've told you, his nickname is Tampon. That's what it's like,
but
though.
It's ridiculous. It's as
that's what it is.
If you were a father of an up-and-coming footballer, and you looked at Everton this season, I saw it, for example, Michael Keane, who had a big firm of people wanting to buy him. I saw the thing on Facebook yesterday saying Allardyce is ready to sell him.
Yeah, but that's bollocks.
So no, but if you were a father of a kid, say 3 years below him, whereas for the last 10 years you'd say Everton's where you want to be signing because you'll be in the team in 18 months, you'd say don't touch them with a fucking barge pole because they don't know who the fuck's what.
Look at the kid who went to Leicester.
Yeah, I've got to say, we've just lost someone, haven't we?
Again, it goes back.
But so what I'm saying to you is, while it's relevant for Crystal Palace, it's already it speaks to a greater thing. So doing that shit, the turning everything, it's social media. It is what it is. Everything's got to be reactive.
With those teams that you just mentioned as well, we should be confident to say, you know what, 1 game a week, let's stick that team in there and let's see. We don't need to go. We're likely to pick up more points away playing with that team than we are going to these teams and defending. Especially when actually those teams we're playing have got something to dig in for as well.
I know.
They've all got something, so we might as well go there and go, we're gonna. It's not like a gung-ho side.
But you just said it before. Leicester turned up and wanted to know. Crystal Palace turned up and wanted to know. We're not doing that. Yeah. We're going to whoever's fucking ground is with our hands behind the back, and they're just jabbing the fucking
Palace. Both played 2 up front against us at our own home.
So then, let's fight fire with fire.
Leicester would have if he hadn't been on strike. So,
exactly,
you know what I mean?
Exactly,
So
I watched a bit of City Leicester Saturday. They went to City and they had a good goal. They got spanked, but they didn't go there. Yeah, but City is when they've got that fucking...
No, the quality...
When you've got the Shermanator, mate, in midfield with them fucking passes, then he's
unbelievable. I went with
2 with the passes,
say like that, buy him tomorrow.
2 with the passes.
Buy him tomorrow, please. He's fucking brilliant.
But that's, I just think we've got 11 games left. There's 2 games, obviously City and Liverpool at home, and anything can happen in them. We can lose.
And the back-to-back as well.
And the back-to-back with the crowd.
I totally realised that. Which gives you, if we do well in one, I think the first one's the derby, isn't it? Gives you the momentum for the next one as well. So they'll take care of themselves, those games.
So there's 9 games against teams who I consider Everton to be better than. So if as long as we work as hard as they do, our ability will rise, we'll beat them. But we won't beat them if he keeps making defensive changes.
But it's also, didn't we, hang on a minute, I'm not trying to slag the fella, but didn't this what we fucking brought him in for, and saying when it gets to them last games, he knows all what he's doing. So it's time for them to start rolling the dice and be pragmatic. They come here, Crystal Palace, but you just said it then, they're coming for the draw. So the first thing in the head is not fucking getting beat. Well, that's the first problem with us. They've missed the pragmatism, has turned up, and we don't even shut the back door. We're usually out of the fucking game by the time it gets to half an hour. So I want him to start being what the reason we brought him for, and then we look at it in the summer. Is he good enough to where we want to go? They're all different things. But for them 9 games, you'd expect him to be there's no trips to Chelsea like we normally have. There's no Arsenal away last game of the season.
You know what? You are going to change it, and you are going to be pragmatic in a way. Play 2 up front. Yeah. Get Dominic Calvert-Lewin up front and just say, start pinging to him, having the ass off him on social. And actually, that's how we're gonna.
Well, you've got Walcott now. Yeah. Who could also could swap it with him.
Stretching.
You can have Calvert-Lewin running one way, the other fella running the other way, and drag them all over the fucking pitch. Well, at least give it a go.
Don't play 5 at the back.
No. Well, I'm saying to you, sitting here
now. We've won one game. We've won 2 away games in what? In 14 months. Yeah. It's not working. Whatever we're doing. So let's do something different.
But I'm saying. Sitting here now, I'd be sceptical that he was going to do it, but I'd say against those oppositions, specifically away from home, that's got to be the way to go, because even losing in those situations, you play the first one, by the time you get to the third one, the other 2 are now helping you because of the mistakes you made last time, you're able to rectify them, and then the 4th and the 5th one, you're carrying a little bit more momentum. Turning up every week with your fucking hands up doesn't learn nothing. No one gets any better, and we're all still getting slagged. And now these are calling substitutes, warming up on the fucking line, they're booing them. It's not going to work.
Well, the flip side of it is as well, we're 2 points off 7th place. Yeah. Why not start being positive and say we're going to go for 7th? We need to win games to get to 7th.
I don't want us to get in Europe.
No, I don't, Dave. I'm with you on that. I don't. I think it creates chaos that we don't need this summer. No. But I'd like to finish 7th and then someone out of the top 4 wins the FA Cup or something.
Which they will do this
year. So I think that's
Sabine.
Do you really
want Europa League?
Well, just because I just think it sends the right message out. Yeah. I think if you're there qualifying, but what I would do, I wouldn't do what Koeman done in the summer, which is play everyone for an hour in games so that no one had any fitness come the games. I'd be going Kieran Dowell, you know, Benny Beningame, John Joe Kenny. You're all good enough to play in Europe.
That's have a completely different approach.
Oh, that's be a
mentality. Because we've not done great in that competition.
No, but I think the pre-season was the big thing for me, Keith. Like you know, playing a game in Africa. We give them like,
the fuck was that?
You know, then playing 2, but that, what would we be playing that first pre-season in Holland? 20 in a fucking, it looked like you were playing on the mystery. In a wreck, with all just people around the side.
No, but that's
all play that.
But there should have been a game the next
day. And then play a game against fucking PSV on the same night.
Apparently there's some really good golf courses.
Yeah, there probably was, or Snowden said there was loads of good ale houses or something like that.
But golf courses.
I never went, by the way.
Play 2 games a night. Play like Moyes used to do, split the squad, friendly, you get 90 minutes there, you get 90 minutes there, and then do it 2 days later. Play 5 or 6 pre-season games.
I wouldn't go near it with a barge pole, and if we get in there,
I just don't think it's what we need right now.
No, I think there's too much chaos.
I get what everyone's saying, and I know it sends out the right message, but from my point of view, I just think it just
didn't send out the right message. It didn't send out the right message. By the time I walked out of that ground at Lyon, and we still had the game to go in Cyprus, and every fucker was near fighting in the thing amongst ourselves. So that didn't send out the right message. It actually. That Thursday, Sunday thing doesn't help us in the first place. We've never played well on the Sunday.
We're never going to be able to be in the Champions League. So we may as well just be made up of being
No, you can look at it.
We don't have to worry about ourselves.
No, I disagree. I don't really disagree with you, but I disagree on this point. You can build up to it right now. What it is, it'll be back to last summer where we spent that money and everyone expects it to be fine. The jump we've got to make is too big.
I don't think we'll ever get settled.
I think you just got to manage it better.
Because I think if we don't be in it, and then we finish 7th, say again next year, and we're in it. We're not. What will we have learnt? We'll have learned fuck all, mate. You may as well do it. The only way you learn is by doing it. You'll have done a Keith when you're in your band. You'll do some go. Oh, that was shit. Like, how do we do it differently this year? I know what we could do without touring this year. No, I know, but we need to because we need to.
It is my opinion.
Going. Let's do the tour. I'm quite sure you've done your tours and it's been different because that one hasn't been as good as that one. It's the same with when you do your right.
There is a learning by doing, and
of course you've got it. It's like Pez just said. If you manage it, everyone else does it.
But then sometimes
is he going to be here in the summer?
In that learning, and sometimes that learning is not to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe, but you know what? We've had a lot of years.
Give it a miss this season.
We've had a lot of years when we've given it a miss. We've had a lot of years when we've given it a miss.
If we didn't have to qualify for it,
what was the last English team to win the Europa League? Man United.
Man United last season.
And one before that.
These teams they are practiced in these types of competitions. I I would love to see us win a domestic cup first. Do you know what I mean?
No, listen.
Do you know what I mean? I
give
think
me that. Give me
Chelsea
that.
went in
But
January.
don't even do that.
From the Champions
Don't
League,
even do
so
that.
they never started in September.
Don't even do that.
If we were guaranteed that, if we could go in the group stage and you knew you had the 6 games and you can say, well, actually this season we're not going to put so much pressure on ourselves and mix it up and have some kids in there, like what it should have been for this season.
I will never ever advocate Everton.
I get what you're saying,
being in a cup,
but
we can only be going 3 tournaments. Write the League Cup off. Write the League Cup off now. Because even if we have fucking Yeovil in the final, we wouldn't win it. So that's that. Right? The Premier League, forget that. Because we've got no chance of winning that at the moment. So we're left with the FA Cup. And we get fucking Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham away. So fuck that off. So there's our 3. So we've got nothing. We may as well go and win some games in the Europa.
I agree. However, it is my personal opinion. Please don't write to me on Twitter about this. It's just my goddamn opinion that Allardyce is still going to be our manager when that transfer window closes in August.
They probably will be.
I honestly believe it. I'm not saying I'd choose it. I'm just saying that's what I see.
But even you know what though, right? You know what I would say about him?
He's got it in his locker.
Well, I disagree with that because I think he'd be made up. I plan on that. But what I'm saying to you is, if we were in that, you could have your Dowells, and you could put 7, 8 in the first game of our kids who were good enough. Benny Benningham.
It's having confidence in yourself. It's like Arsenal. If we go what I'm saying is, it's like Arsenal this season. They went into it with this approach that we're good enough and we can mix the kids and the older players and the squad play. It's having that confidence in yourself, isn't it? That's what we should have done this season.
But what I also think
that's also about them having a consistent footballing philosophy and system for them kids to move into.
Dropping one.
When you go,
we watched the under 20s. We were watching the under 23s before, and he's playing 2 up front.
Yeah, we had 2 strikers.
How's that?
And he would go bing, bing, flatters in.
No, to be honest, Dave.
No.
It's like there is a blueprint. I don't know exactly. You said we can only play 1 up front at Everton. It's like this higher power.
What I'm saying as well is the expectation level would be different though. If we got last season, we were don't forget we were still in the, albeit it was an outside chance of finishing 4th in April last year. We went to Anfield. If we beat them, wouldn't have shit the bed there, but there was a point between us and Liverpool. We then tailed off. We done an Everton. We qualified. We beat Leicester the week later, and that was it. We were in Europe. So for the next 4 weeks, we threw our hand in, and we were shite until we beat Watford. Right, and then we spent loads of money. So we just finished. We were in Europe again. We spent shitloads. We're coming for you. Your heads are falling off. We were more arsed. We were more arsed about what Liverpool fans.
Like that.
We were more bothered about what Liverpool fans thought. What we were spending, right?
I know.
And we went in big noise into the Europa League with no centre forward. If we got in it this year, I think a lot of fans would be like that. Look, would be going, I don't know. We've just been shite all season, and I think the approach would be slightly different. And I think the expectation, well, by everybody, by us, and I think by the management team. And if that management team is Allardyce, Sammy Lee, Shakespeare, so be it. Shakespeare took the kids to Limassol, we won 3-0.
No,
but we could.
Mark could have done that, by the way.
Well, could Jamar have fucking done it at home? Because at home, we couldn't beat them.
I was going to say to you then, having spent all that money, talking about spending money, I spent money to go to Atalanta to sit in a pair of shorts and a pair of fucking shades saying, Italy, the Toffees, this is what I turned my life around for. I sat down and watched us, and we never got a kick of the ball for 45 minutes. Then the referee blew the half-time whistle, and then he kicked off again, and we never got a kick of the fucking ball for 45 minutes. It benefited nobody. But first of all, he plays the kids. Then, because we keep getting beat every week in Europe, he has to start playing a better side who still keep getting fucking beat every week in Europe. And then the pressure's on for the game you've only got 2 days to prepare for on a Sunday.
Hang on. David Moyes took teams into that he weren't as good as this.
I agree.
Right?
Well, you set up a lot better than this.
But there's the key. There's the key.
Well, I don't think he's got in his level.
Us 4 could have played Everton in fucking August. Just the 4 of us. August, September and October under Koeman and scored.
I don't think...
They're all over the place.
I don't believe... It's just an opinion. I don't believe adding even 3 players to this unit in the summer gives us enough to go to Europe. And do what you said about the League Cup's a personal hobby horse of mine. But to give something a go domestically, I'm not asked what it is, the 4th place... The FA Cup or the League Cup, something like that. I think at this point what we've had, where we are, all that. We don't know if the director of football is getting sacked or kept, or we're not even going to have one anymore.
Yeah.
We don't know that. We don't know who's going to be the manager. Wayne Rooney is now 32, Leighton Baines is 33, Phil Jagielka's the same. There's a million problems in our team, so to take another fucking thing on, it's like taking a part-time job when you've already got 3 of them.
I will never advocate us not
No, I
being
get
in the
you.
trophy,
In principle,
Ever.
I agree with you. But just this unit right now, where we are, I think it's a step
So
back.
I get what you're saying, but even with the concept and idea of even if we get like 3 or 4 new players and it's not going to make a difference, I think I don't think all the players that we got are particularly bad. What I think we need to avoid is that idea of channalism. Just keep fucking like chain and butter getting new.
We said this before. We did a video before. We were saying
need
5
to have
minutes to fix.
whoever is going to be managing us. We need width the left-hand side.
We do.
We need pace in the
We still have the
midfield.
left-hand side,
So
by
there's
the way.
2 of the 3 signings. What I just said we were getting.
Oh, well,
There's
no,
2
but-
right away going in the first team.
We did a video.
Williams
We
is
did a video
30,
before.
listen to this.
We did a video before, and we said this would never happen under Moyes, and the reason is because if we'd signed David Klassen under Moyes, right, he would have had to have played
Yeah.
12 games in a row. No matter what,
Yeah, no,
because
true.
there would have been nobody else.
else.
There would have been nobody else.
It's only him
And that's
that
why Cahill, that's why Lescott,
Pina.
that's why Pina,
Baines,
Arteta all
Jagielka.
settled into our team because there was no choice. It was sink or swim, and when they sunk,
comment.
they were like Calder up.
Yeah.
They got rid of them straight away because we couldn't afford to keep players like Calder. We had to be out the door, get your money, bring it back, and buy someone else.
Yeah, that's
and that's like you just said. That's half the problem with this team.
Yeah, it
Is that if they have 2 bad games, they were out the team under Koeman. 2 bad games. No, persist. Well, I've got another number 10, so I'll play him for 2 games. And the same happened in Koeman's first season. Don't forget the circle of shite we used to call it. Play well, 1 week, play bad, out the team.
Yeah.
The lad who comes in, plays well, then plays bad, he's out the team.
Yeah.
The lad who was shite comes back in and it just kept on going and going and going and going.
Adam Lennon,
Stick to it. Stick with this team for the rest of the season.
I agree.
Stick with it. Maybe change the centre backs once in a while, not all the time, because
That's
that's
the whole problem. No problem with the changing of the defence.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I've seen the same defence for 2 games all season.
That's one thing Moyes did.
changes.
Moyes used to identify them and that was nailed
stick
on.
with lad. Look at Nias. We talked about this before about Tosin. Look at Nias. It's took him 2 years
Yeah,
to become anywhere near a Premier League player.
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks ago, people going, he can't play up front on his own. You watch him on Saturday.
He
going,
fucking
"Oh,
did.
actually, he was
He
all
did
right."
all right.
He kept them.
Yeah.
Of course, people like Walcott helped because they opened the space up. Stick with the team for the rest of the
If
season.
he's got a record of 7 goals in 8 starts and you project that over 200 games, he'd be on the fucking wall outside with Graham Sharp. He'd be on the wall outside with Graham Sharp. If you project that. So the logic behind those comments where he can't... This is what I'm saying. I just think... I get what... I love you, brother, and I know where you come from with the Toffees. I feel it in my own heart myself, really. I've got the same passion. But the bigger picture, I just think that is a step too... Because I think what it is, it's deflecting our attention to somewhere else, and we've got enough problems right in the living
I
room.
wouldn't worry about it though, because for us to get there, we'd have to win a few away games.
No,
and that's the bigger problem at the moment.
Ted's algorithm for success before. It's not that far away. It's not that far. If you take into
That was an algorithm for not going down.
But imagine this scenario before we wrap it up, right? Everton bin pie and chips, right? He goes, and Paulo Fonseca,
who no one knows
anything about, but everyone's in love with him.
Yeah.
Right? He comes in with a Zorro. He did with a Zorro.
The best thing I've heard of him, he actually looks like the manager in FIFA 18.
He
Do you know,
does.
he looks like a manager already.
This is a computer game.
Right?
We'll sit over here with the old people.
Fonseca comes in, right? In Everton do something totally un-Everton like, and have all this arranged in May. So June the 1st, this fella comes in, mind's blown, he comes in, and it's all been arranged, it's organised.
See, now he broke the internet though as well.
Right,
now
so
he broke the internet as well.
Come in on his Zorro mask, it's all arranged. People have,
Silver.
right, this is unbelievable.
Silver
Or Silver, whoever it is, it's arranged, it's agreed. Comes in and goes like, this is my squad, right, we've got Europa League games against Asda, on the 23rd of July, and then we got Preston FC on the fucking 6th of August.
Yeah.
I can play him in because we got the Premier League, then I can have a look at these, and I'm going to do this passing, this 84 passes, then you don't kick the ball. That's perfect for those managers because they love all that.
Yeah.
He will be made up with that going, right, we'll get
Do
this
you
and we'll
believe,
get that.
I take your point, honestly, I'm going
The
to
reality is, it'll be Sam Allardyce.
Do you believe it will be anybody else than Sam Allardyce? Yourself?
Do I believe?
Now, sitting here now.
I don't know. But what I will say is the people who are really confident it won't be are going to be probably
I'm
very
saying
disappointed.
I believe it will be.
Well,
Do you believe it will be?
I really don't know. What I will tell you is, right, I don't guarantee it won't be. That's
What I
Okay,
would say,
okay,
right,
so
what I would say,
still
right,
yeah.
is if it isn't going to be Sam Allardyce, that decision needs to be getting made now.
Oh yeah.
Right
Because
now.
but my point is, I
Do
can't
you
see
believe you
them.
can't leave Keith out?
No, I think I know. Go on. What do
Believe-
you think?
you might
do
know.
believe in?
So I think
Allardyce will be in August.
I'm sort of hoping he won't be.
Yeah.
You know.
But
Do you
think
believe
he
it?
will?
But I think we more than likely will be.
There you go. So what I'm saying is, we have to be pragmatists too.
Yeah.
This, honestly, for these clueless motherfuckers who ran this Fred Carno circus of a season like no one's ever seen before, to say all of a sudden, no, the big plan's going to happen when the other fella comes in, identify
We're going to
that
have to put on
competition.
stickers on
And
this. They call it the
implement
wrap out
it.
lads.
Yeah, it's like going, honestly,
you
it's
only
like
need to
inventing
win.
the wheel and then the space shuttle the next day. It's like, it's to me, I would say, you're presuming from the club, from the competency of the people involved, it's a fucking chasm what you're asking for.
to win. We
Pardon my
only
language,
need to
people.
win. Like what, 4, 5? Let's say we win
That's
5 more games.
That's
It's like 5 more games. Allardyce is going to be wheeled onto the pitch like the saver in a nappy.
But
Yeah.
essentially,
Loads of lads.
essentially,
Loads of lads going on one sexy
I
bastard.
don't even want to know. Keep on doing it.
Selling
There's
you.
get over the head.
Oh.
There's all the
Look at my
advertising money.
lovely
That's gone.
body.
All the subscriptions they've left.
it's the fact that you've been
Right there.
thinking about that.
I can hear the doors stopping. Right there.
Sorry everyone. Sorry.
no.
Right, you've ruined people's nights now.
Oh, yeah.
Just-
No,
You can't
Just stop
unsee
there.
that now. You can't unsee that. You can't unsee that shit now, mate. Whoa.
Right, there you go. That's it. You've just, if you're not on Patreon, you've just missed an unbelievable conversation about Big Sam and Roberto Martinez, two nappies and a load of lard. So, I mean, that's what you get.
No one wants to revisit the though.
Well, you know what? That's what gets into Patreon.
I've got a badge here that says Everton crazy,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what that was.
Yeah.
Keith's going on the dark web later to get that. So he's going to go and buy it with his bitcoins.
I am, yeah.
Bitcoin, look.
There you have it. Big thanks to David and Keith as ever for coming in.
Peace
and
on here.
Lovely. Thanks for having us.
Just talking for probably over an hour. Just
Not
going.
much about Crystal Palace.
We had structure.
It went.
It went.
It was a bit like Koeman's Everton.
I didn't
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah. It was a bit like Koeman's Everton.
Didn't see that.
There you go.
Mullen's been here.
We had all these positions, and they all ended up just
Sit
playing
there.
number 10.
The list over there.
They all ended up playing number 10.
You were
There you
all
go.
number
Big
10.
thanks. Don't forget, if you haven't already, please subscribe, click the bell for alerts, and join us on Patreon. We'll see you later.
Peace.